Hi Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 1st to the 15th, 2022 reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see what energy we have to be mindful of, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the Four of Cups. Okay. So what's going to be very interesting is during this time, especially emotionally, we can even get very distracted by everybody else's wants, everybody else's needs, or even, what we feel is kind of out of kilter for ourselves. And we're not going to be seeing a gift that's coming forward, a gift that's coming from God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe. It's going to be a bit hidden from us. And yet that gift is going to open up doors that we hadn't expected. We're going to be very focused on the chaos of the world, Scorpio, and not the magic that is coming forward, not the beauty that can and is surrounding us. So just be very, very aware of that. That chaos seems a little bit more easily invited during this time. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, sorry, these cards are new. I just got them in Salem, Massachusetts. They're the Hocus Pocus deck. Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Five of Wands. Okay, that makes sense. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Seven of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So the energy that's crowning everything, let's move this up just a bit. The energy that's crowning everything is the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords starts off with this sense of chaos, right? The Three of Swords is heartbreak, it's pain, it's disappointment. And that's the energy right off the bat that Spirit said, be mindful of. We're going to be much more in this energy space than we are going to be in an energy space of prosperity and blessings and beauty. I mean, the Three of Swords is completely understandable. The state of the world, the economy, everything that we've been going through as a world has been astoundingly intense. So being aware of the Three of Swords, being aware that we have it's heartbreaks and pains and disappointments. It's the negativity that is around us that we need to acknowledge. It's almost like, Scorpio, we're saying, oh, I'm just going to push this aside. I'm just going to push this aside. I don't need to look at it. I don't need to see it right now. But Spirit is saying to us, look at it now. Look at what we have been through. Look at, what is going on here, acknowledge it, honor it within us, and then let us move forward, because we've purged the hold that it has on us. With the page of pumpkins, with the page of pentacles, right? It's the page of pumpkins in this deck. There's a sense of prosperity and bounty. There's being a student of something new. And it's almost like we have to do something fun. We have to do something that lets our hair down, that lets us be a little bit more whimsical, a little bit more creative, a little bit more, adventurous. And then that opens up the pathway to prosperity and success. That opens up a door that we didn't think was going to be opened. There's also a need to be a little bit more childlike. There can also be a young or energy that the person comes across as being much younger than they are, of earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but somebody who's very grounded, who's very centered in this world. They're just, even as this person isn't an earth sign energy, they're just very grounded in this world. They're very present. Like you can't overlook them, or they're not like a little bit of a wallflower, or just even a bit of a dreamer, or just, has that energy of flow to them. This has an energy of a rock. Like this person is just like a rock. They're here, they're strong, they're determined, they're stubborn, and they're going to open up new ideas to us that we hadn't even looked at. And they're going to do it in a very kind of practical, down to earth, then they move on to the next thing type of way. So just be very aware of this right now, Scorpio, because it's just a little bit funny. It could even be like a toddler that, sits there and says, well, why? Or questions something, or does something that has you looking at things and you're like, yeah, well, why? Why not do that? Type of deal. And it just comes out of left field. It's just going to be surprising to you, and it brings on this sense of, well, why not? Why not try this? Why not experiment? Why not move this forward? And it opens up a door in a way that we hadn't expected. It moves us to the Five of Potions. The Five of Potions is the Five of Cups. No, I'm sorry, it's the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is chaos within work. It's chaos for the sake of chaos. I mean, you're just going to have people who are argumentative and they want what they want. It's a little bit like a petulant child. And there's a sense here of like, what the heck is going on? And you walk into work and you feel like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like, you can't get this together. You can't pull this together. So just be aware of the Five of Wands energy, because there's just some sort of chaos around you that is pulling away your attention, that's pulling away what you need to be looking at work. And this could even be that, you could own your own business, right? You could work from home and it feels like everybody just needs my attention, and is there just time for me to work? Can there just be time for me to work? So just be aware of this, that this chaos comes in, and it doesn't have to necessarily be your workmates that are bringing it, but it can be that everything around is making it feel like, oh my gosh, there's just so much chaos here. How do I get to be prosperous? Like, how do I get to have the success pull me forward? With the Ace of Cups, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift for you. Okay? It is for you, Scorpio. You are represented by the cups in the minor arcana. And so when divinity hands you this gift, it's very much a gift of centering of the heart, which is fantastic because there is that sense of chaos, there is that sense of being overwhelmed. And so you might say, well, how does centering the heart make me successful? As a water sign energy, and as a person who's highly sensitive, you're going to find that energy of the heart is exactly what you need. You need to drink deeply of your emotions. You need to be aware of yourself, because as you're much more present in this world than kind of makes you feel comfortable at times, because you walk the veil of the waking world and the sleeping world. And so when you're present in the world, you can see where the two connect. You can see where the veils are thinner. You can see where the emotions run higher. And that is a tremendous gift. And you're going to be able, if not that you do already, be able to utilize that for your highest advantage. Whether you do some sort of healing, whether you're working with people, and you always just have a tendency to know what they need, make them feel really comfortable. Okay? And especially if you're watching this, if you're a surgeon, if you're a doctor, you have that bedside manner that pulls people in. That's going to be one of your greatest gifts during this time. So just really be aware of that. There is also a sense of letting the heart guide you. Okay? Letting the heart be... Okay, so what Spirit is saying here is that you have a sixth sense, and you can easily ignore that sixth sense because it doesn't fit into like the science world, and you're not always sure of it, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm just making, something out of nothing. Spirit is saying here, no, you're not. Listen to that sixth sense. Listen to that emotional intuitiveness, because it really does help you move forward in a way that sets you apart. And as it sets you apart, you're going to have the Seven of Wands. You're going to have the energy of the chaotic come to you. And Spirit is saying, if you can stay calm when the chaos comes at you and say, no, I know what I am defending and I know what I want, but I know that I'm also not being pulled down into the muck and the mire of other people, the muck and the mire of pettiness and nastiness and gossipy vengefulness, then that really does help me move forward in a way that leads me to success, that leads me to power, that leads me to abundance. So here, be aware with the Seven of Wands that you can feel a bit attacked, and it can have an effect on your work, because it's like, I'm just trying to do my best here. Like, what the heck is going on? And Spirit is saying that that attack can even just feel emotional. It could just be like, I'm doubting myself, or I feel overwhelmed. Why is this? Spirit wants you to know you do have what it takes to succeed. You do have the knowledge that you need. It's time to trust yourself. And it's trying to let yourself kind of fly forward with that knowledge, with that understanding. And it moves you then to your subconscious energy to be mindful of. It's the High Priestess, which, the veil is being lifted from your eyes. And the High Priestess is telling us we're a lot more raw. We're a lot more sensitive during this time. And it can even be like, am I moving in the right direction? Do I know where I need to stand for me? Do I know what I want for me? Because there's a door that's opening, and there's a way that we're being guided forward. And subconsciously, why we're being told to be mindful of this is that we can just feel raw. We can feel overwhelmed. We can feel like it's all just a little bit too much at times. And it can make us feel like I don't have any gifts at all. And be really dramatic and anxious within ourselves. And Spirit saying, oh no, you have tremendous gifts, tremendous power, tremendous understanding. There can also be somebody around you, Scorpio, who really does know your buttons really well and how to manipulate things emotionally that kind of sets you back. So just be aware of that. Our subconscious tarot message is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is saying subconsciously, we want to move things forward. We want to see, where the next step will take us. We can be a little bit anxious, a little bit, kind of like it's like a racehorse being pulled back, not being allowed to run. We want to run. We want to just embrace and see and expand and explore. So just be very mindful of this, that there's an energy around us subconsciously that's like, well, just let me do it. Just let me go and expand and like create and embrace what I'm passionate about. And I'll have everything else fall into place later. But we have this anxiety, we have this chaos here that is saying to us, no, you can't. So we can also feel in a bit of a war with ourselves during this time. But work-wise, we are focused, we are successful, we are absolutely prosperous, even though we might be learning something new, or we might be coming back to something that we've been away from for a while, and we're kind of finding our footing again. So it's going to be a very positive thing, because it's like we're finding our way forward. And once we find it, like once we find that path to us, it just absolutely transforms us. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio, and may blessings and prosperity always be with you.